That's just people. We are back. Team Talk, another video. Obviously, you can see we got a few guests. I'll let them introduce themselves. Obviously, who wants to go first?
Rich Lumber, here to talk about Jesse's negativity.
Joshua.
Sorry, come see what the mandem. Sorry, come see what the mandem's about, man. Team Talk.
Usual suspects, Jesse and Jax. Obviously, Jesse was
Standard
in the last
procedures.
video. He went in the last video. Unforeseen circumstances.
Welcome back, Jesse.
We are going to talk about the game. Obviously, it's been a few days to like sleep on it, deep it, but now we're just gonna get into it, man. Rich, I'm gonna come to you first.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Because obviously we've been talking in the group and all that stuff, but just let me know how you feeling, man.
I feel bad, man. I feel bad. I feel bad. It's like, you know what? I woke up in the morning, yeah, and I just knew something was off. I just knew something was off.
Was that before you had breakfast or?
Yeah, like I woke up and the game was coming. You know, normally before we play a match, I feel a little bit nervous in some way. I don't know. Every single match, I always feel nervous. But this match, I felt too like I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Like, and when the starting lineup came out, yeah, I looked at it.
Let's start with that.
I looked at it, yeah, and then I waited for Jerry to post it.
And it took me long to do it because I felt so. I'm thinking, what am I posting right now?
Yeah. my thing is, we let the right side be so bad. The right side is not our strength anyway. Yeah, and you bring Kofi Mensah and you bring James. You can't play both of them at the same time.
That's not even a championship. Fullback.
However, you can't do that first game, man.
However, I feel like the players get too many excuses sometimes. Where I feel like that team should always beat Crystal Palace.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, that team should always beat Crystal Palace. Yeah. It wasn't that much different to our normal team. Who do you replace? Greenwood, AWB, and who else? Matic. Three players. Are you telling me that should make that big of a difference?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Like, that's how poor it is, man.
Yeah.
Let's see what Josh wants to say.
Hey, move, are you hosting, bro?
For me,
What's wrong with this guy, bro? Get your time, bro.
This guy's valid.
Yeah, Josh, speak to me, man.
For me, disappointing result, man. Crystal Palace, you should be knocking them on the floor, man. Like, this is Man United, like OT, you know. Like, I don't understand how we're conceding 3 goals at OT to Crystal Palace. Like, that just shows defensively we're so bad.
So bad.
They could score about 5, you know. Like, literally,
of course,
they could have conceded about 5 goals in that game.
Yeah.
So to see that against Crystal Palace is worrying for me. I know it's the first game of the season, but come on, like, we should be starting off.
But do you know what, Joshua? Yeah. You know when the game started, I don't know about you guys. Maybe you guys can shed more light or tell me how you feel. Yeah, they were just on us.
Yeah.
Like, the first 15 minutes, I hadn't seen Pogba, I hadn't seen Bruno, I hadn't seen anyone. Like, I was like, what's going on?
You know it was, yeah. They wanted it more than us, but the thing is, the quality didn't show. Like, they made it look so dead.
But you know,
it was unbelievable.
You know the thing is, yeah, with football though, like that thing of like they wanted it more than us, yeah. I hate that excuse, man.
It should,
I
feel like it gives teams. It's an easy way out, man. When you say
it's true though,
want more than you're both getting paid. You're both
do you know what?
paid.
Do you know what? Yeah, when the game started, I feel like what Josh is saying, right? It looked like they wanted it more than us, but I think potentially they just had more energy and they were a bit more match fit. Because actually, in the first 5 minutes, you saw Pogba he made that 3 fouls in that
heavy breathing.
1 minute.
Yeah.
He was out of breath.
He was tired.
He was shattered. So it could be that they were just much more fitter than us, and they knew that, and they used it to their advantage.
They used it. And that was the clever thing that they did. And after the match, Andrews Townsend said it. He said,
Townsend.
He said, we knew it. We knew that they would be cold, so let's catch them. Because them lot have played 4 games pre-season. And 3 matches competitively. We played 1 match altogether. These men just came back on Monday. And I think that makes a big difference, you know.
We can see it in the game. We was looking rusty. Pogba, I don't know what he was on, fam.
But then again, you know when we went 1-0, I feel like we weren't deserving to win the game, or we weren't in a position of winning. But once that handball happens, it just kills the whole game. Because 1-0 was still in the front. Anyone can come and score.
I genuinely believe.
Greenwood should have scored.
I genuinely believe if the handball wasn't given against us, we would have come back.
I feel so.
Come back
to win.
No, maybe not to win.
See,
no,
this
hold
is where you guys
your mouth. Hold your mouth and finish.
come back.
Not to win.
Hold on, because as soon as that goal went in, we were depleted. Right? Remember, we still scored. Van de Beek came on and he did score. Now, if Van de Beek comes on,
No, that was after the penalty, though.
Exactly, that's my point. So if it wasn't 2-0, let's say it was 1-0 with 40 minutes or 30 minutes to go, which I think Van de Beek came on the 60th minute. If he came in and it was just 1-0, I don't know. I would have felt quite confident that we could come back. Maybe not win, definitely, but I think we'd have definitely got at least a point.
Because think about it, Mandem. Crystal Palace, their attack is decent, but their defense is not.
Yeah, man, like
their defense is not. You can get at their defense, no matter what. You can get at the defense, and
that's what hurts me. The way you're saying they can get out our defense. What am I saying?
Well, I said we can get their defense.
Yeah,
what about
we can get that defense. What about us? Yes, man.
I fancy you, Rich, to destroy that defense. Imagine you playing against that defense. You will have a full day.
Yeah. But
they every counter attack they had,
as soon as I get on the pitch and I see Lindelof, I'll just laugh in his face. And from that point, I think I'm in his head, you know.
Because did you know what it is?
Did you see the third goal? When Zaha swim with him?
Bailly's not letting that happen. Bailly's not letting that happen.
I don't know if you lot clocked it yet, but before that happened, Zaha went to Maguire and said something to Maguire like you're a pussy or something. He said something to him. And then he went and scored straight after that. If you go back and watch the match, because Maguire did a tackle on the side, then they were talking. And then
I think I remember that.
Went and then scored.
Yeah. I mean,
but Maguire can't play by himself. Maguire can't play with Lindelof. The connection is poor, man. It's poor.
Yeah,
this is very. We go to Ole as the manager. I'm sorry.
Jerry, stop chatting crap, please.
No. I'm sorry. Why is he so persistent with this back?
But I think the reason why he does it, is because Lindelof never gets injured. He's always available. Maguire's always available. So when you have a centre back, you try to find your best pairing, But if that Bailly is your best pairing and Bailly comes in, he gets injured every game. You're not going to trust Bailly to be fit, fam. So I feel
if he's fit, I'm playing him though. If he's fit, I'm playing him.
That's what I think it is, you know.
I agree with that.
Because
if it's fit,
you think about it, all the time Maguire and Lindelof start. So all he in his mind thinking, if I start Bailly, he's gonna get injured anyway. So he just trusts him, Lindelof and Maguire to do the job, which they don't do, which is the norm.
Remember when we drew? Southampton? It felt like a loss, but was it a draw last season?
Last minute, yeah.
That happened because Bailly got injured, and then what's it called? Brandon Williams got injured. Remember? Yeah. We were both down.
Sure. It was Shaw that got injured.
No, Shaw wasn't in that game.
No, Shaw got injured. Brandon Williams came on and he got injured.
Yeah.
And that's what the problem is with this defense. There's no.
Isn't that
suspect?
It's suspect. Isn't that more of a reason for us to be buying another centre back? It's not. I know Jay wants to blame Ole.
I don't know.
We still need Sancho. We still need Sancho.
I think a centre back is more priority, you know.
Bro,
let me say something. I need
one at a time. Jesse, go. Let Jesse go.
I need to say this. It's okay. I know the defense is crap as well, but we ain't got natural wingers like Rashford. Rashford's been off form, bro. He's been off form in like the last 5-6 games. Yeah. And is that you can't even drop him because you got to go Daniel James. You can't. So right now, if I'm Rashford right now, I'm thinking I'm starting every game because like no one ever takes that left wing position. So and Sancho can play. He plays there as well.
He plays everywhere across the free. He can play anywhere across the free.
Yeah, like I think they're not really dribbling. Like they're not getting past the players. Like Greenwood, as much as I like Greenwood, as much as I'm like Greenwood, he don't really get past players, bro.
Yesterday, Rashford had the ball bare. He could have isolated his man. He didn't take him on once.
No.
You know,
One take on.
I'm a Rashford fan usually. Like I like the kid and I like the way he plays and he's done quite a lot for someone who's just kind of luckily got into the team. But today, I said to you, like, I was thinking, is Rashford good enough? Like I actually sat down and I had to ask myself, like, is this guy?
Sure, you like Rashford, so
Actually-
don't
No,
try
listen.
Did I not just
My
say
reason.
that? Puss, yo. Did I
No,
not
he's
just say
talking
that?
to me. He's talking to me.
Oh,
My thing with Rashford
He's
is,
too
yeah,
quick to jump.
sorry. I apologize.
Rashford's basically developing now. Like he shouldn't be in the
Yeah.
team right now.
Yeah.
Like he got pushed into the team and we're expecting
Yeah.
bare stuff.
Yeah.
He's
You
not
can see
that
that
guy,
he's immature. He's actually immature.
Yeah,
the way he
man.
plays.
He's still
Yeah.
young. I'm putting all this pressure
And he
on
needs
him.
to focus on football.
Question though, don't you think that Sancho is still quite young as well? I thought, how old is he? 20?
Fam,
Yeah,
the question
that's
is,
No, it's the ability.
Sancho
No,
even-
I need to
will
say
Sancho,
that.
yeah?
Take your time.
Nah, Sancho, he's got good decision making. Like he plays
He's
like
quite
he's
mature.
a mature player. Rashford
Yeah.
plays
It's
too
like Greenwood as
immature.
well.
Like, yeah, like he's
It's
trying
just
to
like
always
Greenwood.
find the pass now. He's not even trying to take on players anymore. Like, I don't know what he's
Rashford plays
doing.
immature. I've realised that he's quite immature.
Didn't Sancho get like the most assists in all the 5 European leagues?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's what you call quality. Like that's
Yeah.
why he's up there. Because that's why he's so in demand. Because assists as a winger is your main thing.
And you know what? His
Yeah.
assists
Like,
are
you
not
meant to
even like
assist the striker.
flamboyant. Like it's not even flamboyant. It's just good decision making
Yeah,
at the
Good
right
decision
time.
making. Did you see his assist yesterday?
Nah.
The timing, he knew which foot Haaland wanted.
the rate of the pass.
The weight of the
Yeah.
pass, everything was perfect.
He must think he's
You give it
Jags.
to Rashford. Rashford in that position. Rashford's going for sure, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
I don't
question
know, man.
is, though,
I know what Joe's gonna say. Go
will
on.
Sancho even want to come to United?
Hey, can I just stop you there?
What is the prospect?
Because I'm
What's the
thinking
prospect?
Dortmund are better than us right now.
Exactly. What's
So
the
why would you wanna
excitement
come to
about?
a
You're
dead
playing
end
power.
Boys, I
opponent?
heard that, yeah. I mean, if I'm Sancho, I would want to come to United. First and foremost, he's English. The Premier League is where he belongs, right? Yes, it's well done. And actually, congratulations for him for taking a bold step and actually going into Germany like most of these English players wouldn't even do. So congratulations to him. But now it's time to come home, son. It's time to come home.
Nah,
and if you're
but
going to
I
come
think-
to Man
I
United,
think-
if you're going to come to a club in the Premier League, what better club to come to than the great Manchester United that are struggling and they're desperate for you? And the truth is, let's be honest, he's coming to start. Like he's going to be a key, probably the best player on our team. So if I'm Sancho, I'm sorry, yes,
key player.
City will be a good prospect and so on and so forth.
No,
but
he's not going
personally,
back there.
wait, exactly, I want to go back after you make me look like a mutt. I will come straight to United and be the best player in the Prem.
And
No,
also
but
another reason
wait.
is
Yeah, go on.
Go on,
another
Jesse.
reason is that like Bayern Munich always win that league as well. So it's not like
Exactly.
I feel like Dortmund will win the league in it. So
What's your ambition?
and Bayern
To come
Munich
second
right
again?
now, yeah, like Bayern Munich right now, I don't see anyone stopping them in it. So
Yeah.
that's another reason why he might come as well.
Yeah, I
No,
agree.
but yeah, my point was
Wait,
Sancho. What's it? Why would he? He can wait another year. Like he has no calm. He can chill at Dortmund.
I said,
Yeah.
why to
We don't
come
want him.
now?
We don't want him enough. He's thinking, right, United are actually they don't want me because they don't want to pay the people. Why they waiting this long?
Well, you
If
know
they-
what?
Yeah, go on.
Go on.
Yeah, if they really wanted Sancho, we would have got him by now.
I said this.
But that's what I was going to say. The reason why with that transfer thing, what someone said to me the other day, they said the reason why we're not paying that money straight away is because it would be like a thing of Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, everyone says straight away, "Oh, United pay the fee if you just say it." So if they now have given us a deadline of August 10th or whatever it is, and they said to us 120 mil, this is what we're doing, nothing else, and United did that signing first, every single team you go and negotiate with afterwards is gonna keep that same mentality.
Exactly. Do
So
you guys
they're
remember?
probably waiting a little bit so they can get the other targets and then go for him. Do you get what I mean?
Where's the
Absolutely.
targets?
I don't know. This is, but that's.
Wow.
Do you remember back in the days? Was it when we bought Luke Shaw? And I remember a while ago in a group chat, I was saying, guys, I don't know if what we done was good. I think we bought him for an overprice. Like we just bought a guy because
at the time that was mad.
I was just like, why are we so quick to pay the fee? You know. And I even said the same about Pogba, even though obviously Pogba is a top player. But I remember saying at the time, like 100 mil, it's quite loud. It's quite loud. If you can negotiate it better, it would have been better. Right now, we look like it's simple business, guys. It's simple finance. When someone, when you're trying to negotiate with someone, you can't be on the back foot all the time. You can't be. But unfortunately, what United have done, is we've allowed ourselves to be on the back foot by, for example, losing the last game. Now we're even more desperate for Sancho.
Yeah.
And guess what? Even if we go to Dortmund now, they're like, right, you need this guy.
Yeah,
You need
they can
this
even
guy.
spend more money on
Like,
it.
can
Yeah,
I
they can.
just
They
say
can.
this
They
one
easily
thing?
can.
Can I just say this one thing? Like,
Go on.
like that's what I don't understand with this board. Yeah, like, what did you expect Sancho's gonna be? Like, less than 108 million? Is it? Like,
Yeah, it's
the
stupid.
guy has had his best season. He's 20 years old and he's English. He was never gonna go less than 100 million.
It's true. It's
Like, we
true.
spent Maguire 18 million on Maguire.
By the
Like,
way,
even that season-
we got scammed, guys. I have to tell you.
even that
just
season.
biggest
Yeah.
finesse.
Just hold on. Today or yesterday, sorry, after the game, I came to the conclusion we have been scammed. Like,
Yeah,
I've been trying to back this guy, and the thing is, I like Maguire. I've liked him since he was at home.
poor
Arsenal
today.
guys.
Yeah.
But actually, when I look at majority of our goals conceded, yes, Lindelof is weak and that kind of stuff. But you see the crosses that come in, it's so easy to score because Maguire is nowhere to be seen.
So
Because he just
slow,
can't,
fam.
he just can't
Yeah.
get back in time. Do you know, a lot of the time when you watch football, you see a lot of chances come in and they don't really manifest. It's because the defender's just there to clear it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it doesn't lead to a goal.
can I
But
finish what I was
us-
saying?
hold on, let me finish. But unfortunately for Man United, every single half chance that comes, he's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found. And one thing I absolutely hate about some footballers here, and why some players I'm just not a big fan of them, is when they have an obvious weakness. I don't like that because the other team, just like Alex Ferguson said in his book, that he looks at the other team's weakness. Now, every team can look at Man United and point at our weakness, which is the heart of our defense. How you expect it to win the league or even
Just
challenge
play.
when the probably
Like,
the
I'm
most
telling- like-
important part of your team, which is the heart of the defense, is rubbish. It's
Do you remember?
rubbish.
Do you remember that
No.
goal? Do you remember that goal when Pogba pinged it to Rashford, and then he scored it, and it was against Leicester?
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
that,
Maguire was. He didn't even mark his man. Like, how could you not know he's not gonna ping it? Like Maguire is too slow getting back, and that's a big weakness. You can't be that slow getting back. I remember, even when he was losing 3-1 to Chelsea, the way he was running back, my word, it was so bad.
You know what, yeah?
I'm sorry.
I remember,
It's too bad.
I'm gonna back Maguire a little bit.
So slow.
I'm gonna back Maguire.
Rich, that Rich.
Go on, Rich.
All right, so Maguire has. This is my thing that I keep saying. When you look at our defense and you look at the output of how AWB does defensively, he covers Lindelof so much that you don't even notice how much he's covering it. Whereas you've got someone like Shaw or Brandon Williams who push forward for no reason because they're not doing anything, but they push forward and they leave Maguire to have to cover two spaces.
Exposed, yeah.
He's exposed all the time. And now that teams know what Jack said is true, teams know they can just hit us with pace. And Lindelof isn't fast, Maguire isn't fast, and you already know
It's a bad relationship. It's a very bad. It's toxic.
So when you see it,
relationship.
when you see it
Just
straight away,
Ole.
in the beginning of the match,
Chill. We'll
they
get
tried
to that later.
They tried
Let
to
me
attack
finish.
against AWB in it. They tried to attack against AWB. He stops them, so they focus on the other side,
Yeah.
and they keep attacking the other side. Yesterday, Zaha swapped sides, fam, to
Yeah.
go with Maguire. He
Yeah.
swapped
Let
sides with Maguire.
me not sound like I'm bashing Maguire too much because I think he's a decent defender. Like he's not a bad
80
defender.
million too much though.
Yeah, but he's
very
not
low.
worth 80 million.
Yeah,
and
no.
our expectations are way too high. He is a decent defender.
You know what it is, yeah.
Mm.
He is a decent defender, but a lot of these like players in the Premier League strikers, they're all quick. So they
They're all
know
quick.
they're from Maguire's side. So as soon as they come to Man United, they know, okay, I'm going Maguire's side.
But
These
they're
are the-
laughing.
they're going
Hey,
Maguire's
Jax,
side.
no,
And they're
Jax,
gonna
can I just
blow
say,
him out.
wait, Josh, let me say this wrong thing. Jax knows, even on FIFA, he takes him out.
I don't play Maguire.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't
Free.
play Maguire. I don't play Maguire in FIFA. You know, I put Luke Shaw centre back if I have to.
Yeah, his pace
Trust me.
is 27.
It's too
It's
slow.
too slow.
You know,
He's so slow.
what were you saying? Yeah, but that's a thing that I put on Ole as well, though,
Yeah.
because you have to manage that. What Jack said is true. When we are looking at opposition, we look for their weaknesses. You should now know what the teams think is our weakness to try to.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Why are you still playing Lindelof and Maguire together when you've got Bailly there?
Where's
You
Twins
know that
Lady?
they're using pace up front. You know they're playing the front two. Why
they're
you
all
Zaha and
Front four actually, because the wingers are
Schlupp.
fast as well.
Schlupp is fast.
Townsend.
Townsend, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
using them,
fast.
bro.
And my
Imagine if there's
problem-
Liverpool with
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah.
Imagine
To be honest, like I feel like what makes me scared of Man United is I know how to beat Man United. Like if you go against Man United and you sit in blocks, right, in the 4-4-2 formation where your two strikers are fast and your two wingers are fast, just like Crystal Palace with Jordan Ayew, with Schlupp, with Zaha and Townsend, you have a huge advantage against our defense. Right, if AWB is not there, we are crumbling. I don't know what Mensah's doing. I mean,
Oh,
I wanted to back him because he's my Ghanaian brother.
you know, yeah.
Can
But
I
I'm
say
sorry,
something
I'm
after?
sorry,
Look,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
actually, let Josh say something.
That lot is getting violated.
That was
He's
getting
getting
violated.
That lot,
He's
yeah,
getting
violated.
violated. And this
Violated.
because Fosu Mensah should not be starting ahead of him. I
At
don't
all.
understand. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know what
Apparently
Fosu
Dallow's
Mensah's
not
doing
doing well in
training.
training.
I
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
what he's
hearing.
doing.
That means nothing.
That's what I'm hearing.
Hey, have you
That's
watched?
what
Have you watched
I've heard that from Oli. That's
Hold on,
what
guys. One at a time.
Have you
One at
watched
a time.
the Tottenham documentary? He said Dele Alli is the worst trainer he's ever seen in his life, but Dele Alli still plays, fam. Dalot is way better than Fosu Mensah.
Levels above.
Dalot crosses the ball. He does what even AWB doesn't do, fam.
Yeah.
He crosses it.
That might be even better than AWB. That's the thing. Like I would want to
Attacking-wise.
see attacking wise. I mean, like as in he should be the next in line because he offers
Exactly.
something different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I mean, I try to back Ole as much as possible.
Maybe Dalot slept with Ole's daughter.
That's all I even have to do.
Jerry, switch the topic. Switch the topic now.
Ever, yeah.
I know which topic you don't want to talk about. Is
No. I don't want
Let's
to.
go.
I don't want to be too negative.
yeah. All
However-
right. Let's save that for another. Oh, you want to do it for this episode?
Wait, no. I want to talk about because we got Luton on Tuesday. Now
Right.
that game, I don't know how to feel. Is he gonna put a full strength team or is what you think he has to?
Has to.
There's
I don't
no
know. These
way.
men, actually, they're not
There's
fit.
no-
They need
no, there's
match,
no
they need
way.
They
games.
need matchness. If you don't do it, you're done. If you don't do it, you want the fans to say Ole out. That's a
Maguire will.
I swear, if he
Maguire
loses-
will start. Watch.
If we
Maguire will
lose
start.
this game,
Maguire will start.
Maguire will
Maguire
start.
Maguire
will
will
start.
start. That's a no-brainer.
Maguire will start if he's on the hospital bed. Ole loves it.
Yeah.
If
I don't
we
understand.
lose this game, boys, if we lose, we are in trouble. Or us, Ole is in huge trouble.
He's done. He's done.
He's done.
Luton,
He's done.
you know.
Yeah.
Now we won't lose. We
Because
won't lose. There's no way we can lose anyway, you know. So
Nah, he needs to start. Basically, this is what he needs to do. He needs to start a very strong team. The starting 11, counts like finish the game very quickly. 3-0 in the first
And then
half,
take them
and
off.
then take the players off. That's what he needs to
But
do.
there's only back to 3 subs, you know.
But
There's no
we
five
say,
subs.
boys, we say this, but I know he's gonna mix it up. He's gonna play the people that don't play and mix a
yeah,
couple of them.
yeah,
to
he
get
said
fit.
that. He said, I need to give some
Like,
of
that's
these
what he's
players a
gonna do.
My
chance.
turn.
not
That. My turn.
If I see Fred play,
Fred is gonna play.
No,
I can
see,
say
no,
that.
we're
Fred
gonna
will
get to
play.
that because your guy McTominay, Rich. I'm sorry.
Dead. So dead.
He's cracked.
Dead. He's dead. I really told you.
Wow.
Told you Fred is better than Tommy. McTominay's dead. Did you see the post he tried to do to Martial?
let me say this to Jesse. Yeah. Let me say this.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
The reason why I say McTominay's better than Fred, is because one has come in for 52 mil. One is homegrown. One is we had never even knew what his position was. He just had a growth spurt and they just said, put you DM. He's just come in. And now he's not, they're trying to play him in a position that he's actually not. He's just supposed to be a ball winning midfielder because that's all he likes to do, show strength. He's not going to be on the ball. Whereas Fred,
He was
Fred,
man.
when you saw Fred's highlights before, because every Man United fan went and saw Fred's highlights, or when
On
they saw
YouTube.
him against Man City, when they saw him against Man City, what was Fred's strength? That's what I'm asking you, Jesse. What was Fred's strength?
Good passing. He's got good agility. Quick, he changes directions really quickly.
Stop it. Let me tell the truth.
Give Fred respect.
Fred is a better footballer than Scott McTominay.
Yeah.
That's the truth, right?
True.
But in terms of, for me, both players just need to sit somewhere. Like Scott McTominay, obviously you've got that kind of love for him because he's one of our own, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think he's good enough.
Yeah, he's
I don't think he's good enough.
I don't love.
Yeah,
I don't love.
Question.
What's that?
I've seen Scott McTominay play centre back for Scotland. Yeah, could you think he could do the job at United?
Centre back. What's
Yeah,
going on?
I mean,
No, hold on. I know you're very quick to say nah.
Because in the free, for Scotland play a free in it, and he plays there as well. And I think he do a job there.
He's got the physique.
But I don't know if I don't. Yeah,
Guys, please.
No. Seriously. Don't just dismiss the option because obviously Scott McTominay. But actually, when you actually analyze him, potentially he's tall enough. He's physical, and he's actually good on the ball.
Under Jose, he played centre back for us in one game,
and it was terrible. West Ham. I will never forget.
I don't know in it. I don't know, but the truth is, both Pastor Fred and Scott McTominay, I just don't. They're not good enough, and I think that's the problem with United right now. We've accepted a lot of mediocrity. Even Rashford is not good enough to be starting. I think that's the problem. We've got players like Bruno, Pogba, Martial.
That's it.
And that's it.
Greenwood.
Greenwood, but he's developing still. He's still developing. And there's going to be games where he goes missing, and there's going to be games where he shows us just how good he is. These are the only players that I see, and I'm thinking this is the quality that Man United players should be playing at, and these are the guys that should be starting. Rashford is a good player, but he shouldn't be starting for Man United. You see it; he's so immature. And Scott McTominay, no, I'm sorry, Scott McTominay should be playing.
I hear that.
Cup.
Can I just say our major problems? So I believe our major problems are the fact that our back four is not good enough. Our fullbacks offer nothing going forward, and we've got no natural wingers, Jax. We have no natural wingers in Rashford and Greenwood. Like Greenwood is only playing there because there's no one good on that right hand side. And James, like, what do you expect him to do? So,
do you know what?
And now, look, I just say one thing. And,
go ahead.
And as much, I can't believe I'm about to say, but the style of football, it's still.
Don't get
like when I watch.
Listen, I would have blocked. This app.
It looks like it was like a secondary school match. Like in secondary school, you have no tactics. Like you just play for play. That's what I saw yesterday. Like there's too many major problems that it needs to be fixed.
Let's get on that. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the style of play business that everybody's talking about. My issue with talking about the style of play is when Man United are winning, nobody spoke about style of play. So
we did.
Yesterday we had this conversation, Jerry. Yesterday we had this conversation, and you said no. We only started saying freestyle football after Bruno came. So don't backtrack. That's what you said.
Yeah, but cool. The style of
play. So let me say what I'm saying, blood. Let me say what I'm saying.
Relegation team. Like, what's going on?
Let me say what I'm saying. Yeah. So when Man United first came, right? Sorry, when Ole first came. And we were winning games. Absolutely nobody said anything about the style of football. And in fact, the style of football, and it wasn't just counter-attack, it was actually pretty swift and it was pretty good.
Hold on, let me finish, Jerry. Vibes. No tactics. Let me finish. There's no point jumping in. All right. So in the first 9 or 10 games, we won all of them, right? No one was moaning. And then as soon as we started going through the bad patch, United fans started doing what United fans do. Let's look for something to say. He has no style. Let me finish, man. He has no style of football. It's freestyle football. Same thing we've done with Jose. When things were going well, Jose Mourinho. And as soon as something goes going wrong, his football's too slow. His football's too this. We knew Jose Mourinho's bought football. Jose Mourinho's finished. He's arguing the fact. Look for these little things to say. Same thing as LVG.
I agree.
LVG's doing well. LVG, look what he done for Holland. What did he do? And then as soon as something, the football's too slow. The players don't know what they're doing.
You know what, Jax? Yeah, I'm gonna say with that. Yeah, when Ole came, I'm not gonna lie. I was hating his style of play, bro.
Yeah.
And even when you always defended him, I'll be truthful. You've always defended because I even came to you and I said to you, what is it that he's good at? And you said he likes fast players. Remember?
Yes. He does.
I said that's the style of play. I said that's no philosophy.
No. Okay, do you know in this episode, of the batteries, no.
You see?
I want Rich to carry on. No. I was understanding what you're saying.
But what I realized was he had to do that counter-attack thing because
smart. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's wisdom
when
right
he found the play that he wanted, he's changed it a bit.
Wisdom.
And
you're speaking facts.
He needs that still. You remember when Jose had when we had Jose said the reason why he's playing, especially the way he was playing with us, even extra more cautious, is because he didn't trust his centre backs.
Exactly. And he even said
you have to get your team to be yours.
And he said he had to play Rashford up front sometimes, but Rashford can't play his back to goal.
Exactly.
So he had to change his style there. So this is exactly what I'm trying to say. And I've said it many times in the group. You're cussing Ole for being a bad manager because he's playing counter-attacking football. But actually, when I look at the team that he inherited, that's the only kind of football anyone should be playing. No, because you said that back then. You don't want to play what? Possession football.
No, but everyone knew it was counter-attacking. Everyone knew that.
Yeah, but you said he has no. Back then, back then you said no style of football, as you just said at the beginning of this conversation.
No.
So which one is it? You said it just now. You said that even then it was good feeling.
There were different periods of Ole's reign. The first reign when he came in, that was freestyle football. There was
first 10 games that we won it by playing freestyle football. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. I'm saying
what
he came in. He looked at players that were
what was it?
Let me finish speaking then. He picked on players. He looked at the players that we have. He said, "Okay, the best way I can play with this team is counter-attacking football."
No. We didn't counter. We didn't counter them time. No. We didn't counter.
So all them goals that we scored where Pogba was dinking it.
When we slapped Cardiff 5-1 and
all the matches. So how did we win?
Huddersfield.
So how did we win?
It was freestyle. That's how
freestyle. So what's changed?
Am I lying, guys? Am I lying?
So what's changed?
He's not lying.
So what's changed? How did we go from winning 10 games to obviously not winning a lot of games when nothing's changed?
Wait, so the first period, freestyle football. Yeah, always at it was all gas, positive vibes, no tactics, just vibes. Then it went to crap. We finished 6th. I don't know how you got the job after that. You should have went then. Then the season started. Obviously, our transfer window was rubbish. We didn't have no players. We had James, Maguire. Then he started doing counter-attacking. Then we beat Tottenham. Then we beat Man City. Then we beat who else did we beat? Chelsea. That was
counter-attacking for those big games, though.
How did we beat PSG? How did we beat PSG?
For the big games.
PSG.
Rich. How did we beat PSG? Was that in Ole's first reign or was that later on?
First reign.
That was last season.
So that's counter-attacking football.
That was first reign.
Thank you very much. I rest my case. Anyway, can I say something? Hold on. Can I say something? One thing that frustrates me is when people say he has no style of football. But guess what? Fellaini doesn't play for the club anymore. Why? Because he doesn't suit his style of football. Smalling, off. Why? Because he doesn't suit his style of football. Right. Sanchez, off because he doesn't suit his style. Oh, that's just shit. To be
Lukaku.
Right. Lukaku, off because he doesn't fit his style of football. Martial moves from the left to go to play striker because he fits the style of football. He plays Lindelof and Maguire in the centre and shifts of Smalling because unfortunately they fit his style of football. Doesn't mean they're great players, but they fit his style.
Can I just say something? No.
Let me finish. Otherwise, you're just going to talk and not hear what I'm saying, right? So if you say to me, Ole has no style of football, that is one of the most flawed things I've ever heard. Because he has a style of football. He tries to play from the back. We know this. It's a style of football. He lets fast 3 players up front. That's why
he has a style of football.
I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's executed, but it is a style of football. It is a style.
That's a style of football.
So stop lying and say it's not a style.
No, but the style of football ain't gonna amount us to no.
Wait, let Josh speak.
It is a style of football, yeah. But we don't have the centre back to do that.
Thank you very much. We haven't got a place to facilitate that. So we just go back to counter-attacking football. But then people like you don't know what to say. Like when he plays counter-attacking, when he doesn't, what do you want? As long as we don't win, what do you want?
We got counter-attacking because of the players we have. It makes sense, right?
Okay.
When we were playing counter-attacking because of the players we had.
So what should we do now?
So what's he trying to do now? We don't have the players to do it. So why is he still playing?
So what do you want Ole to do then?
Because bro, when you got Lindelof and you got Maguire, they actually are still to be players that can pass the ball, bro. So whether there's a need for a centre back and he knows it. So he still knows there needs to be some improvement still.
And Rich, that's what I've been saying. Like, no one wants to accept the fact that we are still a team in transition. It's like we want the glory days right now. And because it's Ole, they will find little excuses. And that's what I find frustrating. I understand, like, he's not the greatest manager. He hasn't got pedigree. So I understand. That's what I said earlier.
I feel like Ole, one thing for Ole, if you're going to get at him, is his substitutions.
Oh, I don't like
that. And his team lineup. His team lineups as well.
Hey, Jesse, sit up.
His team lineups as well. I get on to him every time for his team lineups. Every time.
Can I say something? Jesse? I hear that, but can I say every single manager does things that everyone can question. If you look at, did you see Pep's lineup in the Champions League? Shocking.
Yeah.
No, but he don't. But are you going to question Pep?
Everyone questioned him. Everyone did.
But he doesn't.
Is Pep a bad manager?
But
No.
but Jesse, it's
No.
because you expect the same team to play, bro.
No.
And
Listen, see, this is
that's
what I'm saying.
our problem.
Listen to what I'm saying. Cool. Premier League, yeah. Premier League. You expect to play your best team in the Premier League, like Premier League and Champions League. Carabao Cup, yeah, you don't.
That's not the case. There's always some changes, you know. You like to have one or two changes, you know.
Yeah.
Every team changes some stuff.
No, yeah, but
Like today, Fabinho plays centre back for Liverpool.
Yeah.
They had to do that though.
They had to do that.
Is
But
Gomez injured?
Jesse,
No,
I
man,
think
I'm
Gomez
not
is
finished.
not fit.
I'm not finished.
Okay,
I'm
so
not-
Shane.
You have to.
You
Like,
better have a good point.
like when in the Premier League, yes, you make 1-2 changes, but he makes too many sometimes, and it's not even that the players are not even good enough to that is playing.
That's the
not
key.
good enough.
The players
So
are
that's-
not good
What's
enough.
he
That's the
not
key.
good enough?
That's
Yeah,
what I
that's
want
the
to
key.
do.
Yeah,
Why is he
that's what I'm
playing,
saying
bro?
now. Like that,
That's what I wanted to say to
it don't
you,
make no sense.
Jesse,
Why we
your
put
thing-
Fossey, Mensah, and James first game.
Yeah, but Jesse, your thing is you're saying it as this Ole, but you think Ole's not dumb, bro. He's not gonna just make those decisions for the sake of making
Wait.
it.
Let me stop you right there.
It's the players that he has.
Hold on, Mitch, hold on.
He's not
Listen.
dumb. He's not dumb.
See,
That
you know what
Chelsea game.
people?
That Chelsea game. I'm sorry, but he disrespected. It's like he didn't win.
Yeah, he didn't want to. That's the fact.
No, he didn't
didn't
want
want
to.
to.
win.
Yeah,
Then that's bad, though.
say your opinion is the fact that he didn't want to, not that he's a bad manager because he tried to win. He didn't try to win.
No, I never said he's a bad
that was
manager.
all right. So hold on. You see, this is my issue. This is my biggest issue with you fans. Like you find these little things, all of this, all of that. Why is he playing this? But you don't give him no credit for the fact that Ashley Young no longer here. Fellaini no longer here. So no credit for that. You like
I'm
him
not
more than
talking
this
about
for
that.
so long. What do
I'm
you
talking
mean?
about the fact. I'm talking about the fact that
You're talking about starting lineups.
No,
You're talking about starting
yeah,
lineups. Hold on, let me finish.
I wasn't finished. Like,
Yeah.
don't like in the Premier League. Cool, like, yeah, in the Premier League, you usually play your best 11. If they're fit, you play your best 11. And like, for example, like yesterday, you don't do that. I'm sorry, you just don't do that. That's what I said to Rich and Jerry. If we're playing this team, we have to win. Because if we don't win, we're gonna say, why didn't this player play this, that? But like, it's so confusing. Like,
But do you know?
and the
do
fact
you
that-
think-
it's the fact that we do it and we don't win, and I keep saying this.
So
But
do you
just
think?
keep
Do you think
I don't
AWB
wanna
should have
keep saying
started?
it.
So you
Huh?
think
Yeah,
AWB
gang
should have
rich.
started?
Huh?
Jesse, do you?
But
do
he
you-
was on the, if you're
Are you-
fit and you're on the bench, what he didn't like. Come on, like
But,
he didn't.
as you said, he's fit and he's on the bench. He didn't even come on, bro. They put
Yeah,
McTominay right
why?
back.
Because he's not fit.
Yeah.
He's not fit, bro. And that's the
Okay,
thing. Pogba
it's
got
true.
hooked because
It's
Pogba was rusty as hell, bro. He was terrible. That was
Yeah.
the one decision.
Yeah.
Out of all of the decisions, yeah, I was upset with that decision because I thought, with Pogba, the fans are very on Pogba all the time. I feel like you need to manage Pogba a bit better because Pogba has been off with Rona. That's different, fam. And you don't give him a preseason, no game. You bring him straight into the lineup when Van der Beek has been ready. Just play Van der Beek. That's a manager. That's the manager's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm
Yeah.
Rich. This is what I'm saying. Like, I've never questioned. Okay, I've questioned his style of football, but the main thing with Oli is the lineups. Like, yes, like when I saw that lineup, I thought, like, did this guy think we're gonna ease past Crystal Palace today? like, even it was, you know what that game reminds me of when Arsenal tried to play a weak team against Palace. Remember? When
Yeah,
Arsenal
they
tried to play a
lost
weak
at
team,
home.
they lost.
Yeah,
and they
same
lost.
thing.
They think, oh
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna beat Crystal Palace. Wow,
The same thing.
we're gonna we're gonna score. That's what they think. You can't do that. Palace have a good record against the top six.
Can I say
they
something?
beat Man City.
I agree. Like sometimes he's starting lineup, so a bit questionable. But let's go back to yesterday. AWB didn't play. There's a reason for that. He wasn't fit, right? If I want to defend Ole or try to see what he was thinking, maybe he was thinking this team's too fast. We need a fast right back, right? So playing Dalot might be a bit, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why he played.
fast, no?
Foss faster.
He don't rate
That
Dalot.
looks
Yeah.
quick
Yeah,
though.
man.
Yeah,
Dalot's
I don't know.
getting disrespected.
But Foss
He
is
doesn't
fast.
rate him.
He's one of the fastest in
Like,
the
Foss
99.
is
Doesn't rate
trash.
Dalot.
He's not. He didn't. And this is the thing. Like, whilst we will say Ole made a bad decision, but I think it's up to Fosu to take an opportunity to play well. Like, I don't know what's happening nowadays. We just blame managers. The players are on the pitch. These are professional footballers. Like, come on. I don't understand.
Bro,
You've been on loan.
imagine
This is against our own club. Play well.
Imagine you're Fosu Mensah. You've been given this chance because AWB is not available for today. Do you not come in and step up?
This is what I'm saying.
But don't you should know that he's not good enough.
He's not a rubbish player. He's not a rubbish player.
No, don't try.
trash,
Don't
man.
try.
No.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's
He's dead.
Fosu
He's dead.
had loads of chances this Just you
Yeah,
mentioned
man, he played a few
Yeah,
games.
loads.
It's true.
Even
It's
played
true.
Few games. I'm seeing
Even played against Crystal Palace when we last played them.
I'm just trying to see into Ole's head as to maybe why he played for United. And it's true that AWB wasn't fit. Same way you're talking about changes, he had to make those changes. Maybe not the right changes.
And
But
Scott
hold on.
McTominay
Why do you keep interrupting? Stop doing that, right? Same way you're saying who started Scott McTominay. Who else was going to start? Matic wasn't waving the squad.
I don't want to see
Fred,
him.
man.
I think
I'll
Van de
start
Beek.
Fred, man.
When you said Van de Beek, Josh, if you start Van de
Jerry,
Beek,
what does Fred
who's going to play
bring?
DM? Who's
Nah,
going to
but
play
he's
DM?
better than Scott, man. Scott is dead, man.
But, no, but that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, we get onto Scott, yeah, but at
And-
least we
and
can
Van
see
de
what
Beek.
he's there for.
What's he there for?
Rich,
What's
we
he there
He's
played.
there to tackle, bro. That's it.
That's dead.
Nah.
I don't want that type of player, man. What's that? That is
But Jerry, tell me, when you bring Fred in, what are you bringing Fred in for?
Energy, he actually brings the ball back and he's got good passing. He's got better passing than
Bro.
McTominay. Do you see the McTominay pass? You see the
Jesse.
passes he tried to do?
Jesse, I'm glad your name is Jesse because we can bring Lingard into this too then for energy. No, understand? Bring
No,
Lingard.
cool. I'll tell you. No, Fred is a good passer of the ball. Like he does play those forward passes and he does get back and he helps defend as well. Yeah.
I've never seen Fred do a creative pass since he's played.
Done one.
He's done one.
Come on, man. No, not even that. Nah, the Sevilla game, he actually played well, fam.
Yeah, he was actually. Yeah, but even Bruno didn't have the best games. Apart from that penalty, Bruno was rubbish that game.
The truth is, Fred is better than Scott McTominay. But
Fred is better. There's
not
no
much
doubt.
difference in terms of production.
But he should be. Fred should be better.
Yeah.
But he doesn't show it. He doesn't show his main qualities for me.
And guys, this goes back to the ultimate problem, which is the board, by the way, because it shows the lack of options that we have.
But we don't want a DM though.
And
Maybe.
No. You said we don't need a midfielder. That's what you said.
Who said that?
Jesse, you said we don't need no more mids. And you're
No,
crazy,
we
fam.
need a deeper midfielder.
We
We
need a
need like
DM,
5
man.
players. We need like 5 players.
No, we definitely need a DM.
Like Thomas Partey would be a great United signing, fam.
Bruh, I don't know why we're not. He's got a cheap release clause as well, like
Thomas
40, 50 million.
Partey makes too much sense. I
It looks like he's going
he'll be
Arsenal.
cheap. He'll be cheap. He'll be cheap as well. He's got.
He's going
on.
With immediate effect.
Fam, they're
If
going
he
to
goes
stop
Arsenal,
Torreira.
they'll
Torreira's going Atletico Madrid and he's going to Arsenal. That's what it looks like.
Oh.
So, boy.
Torreira, that's a quick.
All these players, man, I should be snatching them.
Fam, no, where's the signings, man?
Even
Oh my
this,
days.
It hurts me. It honestly hurts me.
Even what's it? Even this up and combo deal, his name is called. Yeah. This one should be happening as well. Like,
Bro,
these
that's
people,
how you know the board are dumb. They knew they liked the player, yeah. The player had a release clause already. They didn't do anything about it. The agents, they don't speak to agents because then he signed a new contract with a higher release clause.
Yeah.
But you wanted to sign him this summer and he had a release clause. So why did you pay?
Unbelievable.
Until this board goes national.
United are the type of team, yeah, to see Werner go for 40 million or whatever and then say, all right, we'll slap 90 on it. That's our thinking. Financially, we're supposed to be good, you know, but we're terrible. They need to go to the financial.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I think I'm just a bit frustrated with hearing people moan about Ole. I think it's much more than Ole. I think the board are the ones we should be directing our energy towards. I think they are the main
100%
downfall. And the reason why I said that is because we've seen top managers come to our club, LVG, Jose, and it's still not worked out. We've seen Jose show potential in coming second. Yes, it wasn't the best second, but it showed that he's doing something. We know Jose is good. He just needs backing. Now I'm looking at Tottenham and I'm thinking, yes, they still look a bit, and you need a creative player. But I'm looking at the front three. I'm thinking, raw.
Bale, Son,
and
Kane.
That could be the best three in the Prem if they click. And we're stuck with Rashford, who's still developing. Martial, who's a good player.
It's frustration. It's frustration to see this. Frustration.
It's frustrating, but
how can we still come out and say that we need signings?
I'm just thinking, how did you not win the league with Mourinho and Van Gaal? So it has to be the board. I'm sorry.
Like, you know what's funny, Jerry? Yeah, it's sure to come out and say that we need new signings, but it's him that's getting replaced.
Say that again, Rich. Say that again.
Shaw has come and said,
I said that today. I said that today in church. I said that. Shaw said we need more signings, but I don't want you to play, bro. I want that tennis guy.
You know what, Gary? watched this interview yesterday. Gary Neville made a good point. Yeah, he said you've had 6 months of lockdown. Yeah, to see who you want to actually buy. Yeah,
Yes.
and you haven't actually bought. You've only bought one player. So
Yeah,
what are you?
he didn't
You've had
even
that time
start.
to talk. Ollie and the board have had time, and
So
you
long.
had time to think. So like these players should have been here a long time ago. You have to think about it because the transfer window opened when August.
Oh,
No, not even, bro.
Was it July?
Or June,
It was
like
July.
June, like
It was
late
July.
June.
June or
June,
July.
and we're now come to the end of September. We've only bought one player.
One player. It's
It's
sad.
a
Bro,
joke for.
We went to
One player.
Sancho.
It's
We
been
went
like
to
3
Dortmund
months.
last year. You know, we went to Dortmund last year
It doesn't make
and
sense.
asked about Sancho. They said the price. It's been a year and we still don't know what we want to do. We went to Bruno, bro. We went for Bruno and we said 40 something mil. They said 40 something mil. We said nah, forget that. We came back and paid 65.
And do you know why? Do you know why? Rich, I guarantee you, if it wasn't for the fact that we were desperate for Bruno, right, they wouldn't have signed it.
That Burnley loss
Yeah.
and people burning down Woodward
yeah.
House had an effect.
100%. So we know what to do. I'm joking.
Hey, let's wrap this up, man. Guys, on that note, obviously, let's just have a quick one line about the Luton game. I'll be positive, negative. How are you feeling? Because I don't know if I care about this game, but if we go out, man, Jesse, I'm gonna start with you, man. What are you feeling, Luton?
Well, I just see Ollie changing the team up, obviously, which is good because we need to rest some players in it. So, like Luton, it should be a standard win, like good professional win. We should win like 2-3-0. We should even be playing much of our best players this match. So, we should beat Luton with the likes of Agallo, Mata. We've still got Pereira and them and that. Lingard, yeah. I'm hearing Lingard might go Tottenham.
Yeah, I see that.
Aye, what the hell is that about?
I
That's
saw
a
that.
joke.
Yeah. Josh, how you feeling?
Man.
Yeah, this should be a standard win, hopefully, to make it difficult. I think we rotate the squad. Mata, Gallo, Pereira, Lingard, these man will play. Yeah, actually a comfortable 2-3-0 win, man. Hopefully we don't make it hard for ourselves. But yeah, 2-3.
You know what? Can I just say one more thing and I'm done? Like, remember when we played
Jax,
we tracked your test bargain, fam?
Bruv, apologies, because what the hell?
Where have you gone?
This guy, every time.
There he
What's
is.
going on?
Jax.
You back?
There it is.
Well, what is that? I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so
Josh,
what was
wait, Jesse, when's it your turn?
I'll say something. I'll just say
go
one
on.
more thing. Remember who did we play? Like when we won 5-1 already. What team was it? Yeah, and then like I don't think we will play well against Luton because when we played that team played rubbish. Like Lasco actually dead, and we only managed to just scrape it 2-1, and Marshall had to come on that. So I think we'll probably just win, but it'll be a dead performance.
Be very careful because Luton are gonna be on it.
Yeah,
they are gonna be on it, Luton. Like they're coming to beat us. Like they're gonna be like, right, they just lost their last game to Palace. They're gonna rotate the squad. I know the squad's gonna be rotated. They're going to be on it. So if we're not careful, we can lose this game. I'm not even joking.
We have to hope they
we can lose
it.
Yeah, for me, it's Henderson, AWB, Lindelof, Maguire. I'm sorry, no, Bailly, Maguire, Shaw. Centre mid is Van der Beek, Pogba, and Bruno. Greenwood.
This guy don't play no games.
If we don't play that team, I know Oliver is serious because they need to be matched with Brighton. Brighton's a big game, and they've played. These men need fitness. They need fitness. So if we're not gonna, if he doesn't want us to get any match fitness, then I already know what he wants for the season, and that's the sack.
I'll just finish it off, Jax.
You know it is, Rich. Yeah, you know what?
Go on, Josh.
I think he will take the squad, but he'll have like Bruno Pogba on the head just in case. You know them ones.
Yeah.
The game's not going to plan.
Trust me.
The game's not going to plan. He can't afford to do it, but I know he will. I just know he will do that.
Imagine he plays the full team, we get banged.
He will get sacked like next week.
It's possible.
That's impossible. I'm
We get
sorry.
sacked.
We won't lose. I know we won't lose.
Interesting. Do you know what? Here's something very interesting, and it's not going to happen, but I think it can probably work if Bruno played deep. I know it sounds weird.
Yeah, because he played the 8.
If
He played the 8.
Yeah.
He plays
the
deeper.
10.
He plays deeper.
bro,
Play
he's
Van de Beek a
actually,
bit forward.
like a pretty defense. You could defend really well. Like he's actually really good defensively.
Yeah, yesterday he was tracking back. Yesterday he was tracking back so much. He won the ball majority of the time.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
He
a
played
better
the 8 for
defender.
Portugal. So I think Pogba should be playing at the top. And for me,
Yeah,
Pogba's
man.
better as a 10, in my opinion. Yeah,
Same.
He is.
he's more effective as a
Yeah.
10.
I've been saying this for years.
He is.
But
But you know,
Rodri
if you're a
doesn't
black
see
and
it.
central midfielder, you're never going to play attack.
No manager's seen it, and I don't know why.
It's
I
very
don't
black.
know why
I don't
they
know
should
why.
actually use him like how
Yeah.
they use Yaya Toure. Yaya
Even
Toure
Ju-
can play and be pushed forward.
Yeah.
But
Even at
even-
Juventus, he was playing number 10 behind Dybala. Remember, they had like a
Yeah.
partnership.
Pogba is
Yeah.
a proper number 10. But to be fair, to get the best out of Pogba, he needs a free role. That's the truth, right? But really and truly, he should be playing much
Yeah.
better. His defensive awareness is one of the worst I've seen. He can tackle when he's one-on-one, but in terms of just knowing how to sense danger, he's not that guy. And I was just saying it for fun, but I can actually see Bruno playing deep and doing a very good job playing deep. If you wanted to get all three midfielders, Van de Beek, Pogba, and Bruno, in my opinion, I think Bruno would be the deeper one. Van de Beek comes to me across like almost like
Lampard,
a
you
Lampard,
said.
Yeah.
Ali kind of player with a
Yeah.
bit more flair.
Yeah.
But based on the game in Luton, I have absolutely no idea what to feel. I don't know. I'm just gonna come from work and have my jollof rice and just watch. Seriously, I don't know what to expect.
4-0 United. 4-0.
And even then, let me just say something real quick. Like, even Pogba number 10, yeah, like, there's a difference between Pogba and Bruno. Like, Pogba's good at those final passes and he's got good vision. Like, I haven't seen much of Bruno in it. Like, I haven't seen a proper assist from
Bruno
Bruno.
has that, bro.
No, like, now his passing sometimes I was just
Yeah,
thinking,
he's-
why did
yeah.
you just do that? Like,
'Cause he's
Pogba,
trying.
That as well. Pogba does
trying,
that.
but
Yeah, he's trying to
Yeah, but, like,
Bare risk,
but
man.
You got
Pogba's
No, but
a better passer
I'm
off
saying
the ball.
you got to take risks. Though.
He has to take risks. Sometimes Pogba would do a pass back before.
Yeah, he has to take risks.
People say, why is he doing that pass? He was taking risks.
It's
You
true,
have
no,
to take
but
it
what
from
I'm
that
saying is I haven't seen Bruno play a ball where the person's through on goal and they've scored. You get what I'm saying? Well, Pogba, have you seen it many of times, if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I think if anyone that understands football knows that Bruno
It's
plays
true.
football.
Wait, Jerry, am I lying? It's true.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's
I'm neutral here,
whatever
bro.
you're saying, but
That's
anyone
it.
Have you
that understands
forgotten?
football
Have you
knows
forgotten the
that
Man City goal?
Huh?
Huh?
Have you forgotten the Man City goal?
Apart
Oh,
from
yeah, the
that,
free
like
kick.
that. Yeah, apart from that, what else?
Apart from that, what else? Don't you remember the
Yes,
pass
you-
he did to
you're gonna
Martial?
start
The
from
reverse
that
one that no one knew what was coming.
Against who?
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Tottenham, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so
No,
what
but
we're
I'm saying that
but anyway,
Pogba is better at that, isn't it? Like,
you
in
just
terms
love
of
Pogba
finding
so
Pogba.
much.
But it's true though. Wait, Pogba, you know, like
I'm
Pogba
just glad
plays
we
those
have both.
passes.
I'm just glad we have both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like both of them. I
Literally.
like Pogba brings in something a bit different when he's attacking compared
The
to
flair, the
But
swagger.
Bruno
Yeah.
also brings something different as well. Like Bruno, give him any space around the D, he's shooting. Pogba
Yeah.
can shoot as well, but he's not a lacer. He can't lace the ball the way Bruno can.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he always has to wrap his foot around and kind of finesse it in. Whereas
Pogba
Bruno
likes to finesse it more.
whack it.
Yeah.
So either one of them, I'm cool, but I just feel like it would be interesting. If I was a manager, I might try just to see if I could drop Bruno a bit deeper, and then push Pogba and Van de Beek a bit forward because, as we just said, Scott McTominay and Fred and whoever's available, they're just not good enough.
I told you about Matic. You see, where was
But Matic is a great
he's
player.
not reliable.
He's
He's
key.
not do for what?
Wait, what?
What is
I
that?
don't know what happened to him. What? Like, why is he not playing?
Where is he?
No, I still don't know what happened. Like, why
He'll
he's not
probably come
playing.
back. He'll probably be in the squad for this match, though. He has to be.
Maybe the
Yeah,
same thing with AWB and them, man. Imagine I've seen him training, man.
Man. Matic,
No, because
I think he's not
AWP.
fit.
Remember, he went to Dubai, man, and he had to
yeah.
do 2 weeks quarantine.
Oh yeah.
No, but why is Matic playing the squad? I've seen training
Yeah.
this week, like.
Yeah, I don't understand the Matic one.
Yeah, that's
There
the
must be a
man.
reason. He might put a little knock.
That's
But
the
as long
man.
as we don't see Pereira, I'm happy.
They're
Oh,
gonna
he's
see him
so
tomorrow,
dead.
probably on Tuesday.
Bro, let's wrap up, bro. I think we're coming to an hour, bro.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
if Pereira stuff.
He said
Well,
30
man,
minutes.
So I don't go to sleep, man.
Yeah, you gotta
Trust
see,
me.
man. But some of us are old now, man.
Yeah.
But yes, guys, there is the first what's it, live or whatever this is, just trying things out, you know. Big special thanks to Rich and Josh for joining us on the show.
Thanks, guys.
Obviously,
Thanks,
the
man.
bros will be back next week. I think we might just preview I think we might be doing this more, you know, because
Yeah,
Let's do
different
it.
opinions.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
the Brighton
good,
game.
man.
I think we should preview the Brighton game and
Yeah.
see how it goes. Obviously,
Let's
like,
preview
comment,
the Brighton
share,
game.
subscribe, all of that good stuff. I will see you in the next one. Peace.